And now, with so very little time to go, it's over to the Press Tribune for an on-the-spot commentary of the start.
The light is very poor indeed, and the track heavy with water. And I can see Rodriguez there, waiting under the umbrella, a real veteran of Le Mans. The drivers are just beginning to take up their positions opposite the pits now on the side of the track, away from the cars, of course, a track which must be as slippery as an ice rink. By my watch, there can't be more than a minute and a half to go before the 3 o'clock start, instead of the traditional 4 o'clock. The grueling 24 hours will soon begin. The rain still coming in short, sharp bursts, soaking most of the spectators with nothing for protection but their enthusiasm. The sound of the crowd now down to a subdued, expectant murmur of French rhubarb. And they're off. No, is that a false start? No, they're off. The flag is down, and all the drivers are sprinkling across the cars. The more powerful cars will try to get away first, so as not to be bogged down in the pack. And it's a Porsche away there first. Sippert, number 31, but 24 hours is a long time. And the Matra's away. Mittens, Porsche number 32 next, tail sliding under power on the wet surface. And the 2 other works Porsches are away, and the Fords now near in number 11 just away, but hemmed in a bit by the rest. But they're all moving now, and for once no one left sweating at the start, snapping his back. The spray is terrific. Visibility for the drivers must be close to nil. In less than 4 minutes, the leaders will pass the pits for the first time. And in less than half that time, with the slower cars already way behind, they'll be at Mulsanne Corner, after getting up to more than 200 miles an hour, even in this weather on the straight. So over now to Mulsanne. Here at Mulsanne, in sunshine now, we expect the leaders over the brow any second. And there they are. And it's a works Porsche. And another, in a cloud of spray. And yes, yet another. That's 3 works Porsches. Water streaming off the track. No others yet. But yes, it's still another Porsche. Not a Ford in sight. It's Porsches 1, 2, 3, and 4, slowing down now for the corner. Not a Ford in sight. And back at the base, we've heard that Meras's Ford has already crashed on the Mulsanne straight. But first through the pits, it's still the works Porsche. 1, 2, 3, and 4, with Stommelen in number 33, leading from Sippert in number 31. No signs of the GT40s or the Matra. In 5th place, it's the Alfa 39. But Mauro Bianchi's Alpine, number 27, is 6th. Then the Swiss Ferrari. And yes, at last, 2 of John Wyre's Ford GT40. Near in 11, followed, almost lost in the spray there, by Rodriguez in number 9. There's the Matra, the French favourite, already coming into the pits after only 1 lap. Looking towards the S's now, I can see Mauro Bianchi's Alpine going well away, followed by Brian Muir's Ford, already past the Ferrari, and in 7th place. Then there's a bit of a gap, and it's Ford number 9 next. Driving conditions must be terrible there. And there's Ford number 10, now lying 10th. Second time through the pits now, and it's still the works Porsches in the first 4 places, but spreading out more. And we've just heard that the Matra only has windscreen wiper trouble, although that could make driving impossible today. The leading Alpine has troubles too, but the other 2 Fords have closed up behind Muir into 7th and 8th positions. But back again to Eric Tobit at Mulsanne. Much better conditions now at Mulsanne, and the works Porsches, after beginning to lap the tail-enders on the 3rd lap, are on lap 4, still well ahead, but going carefully on this wet and slippery corner. Number 31, after taking the lead, is going particularly well. And Bizetta in number 34 has taken the escape road to Tours. Bizetta off the circuit, no harm, but he could lose his 4th place to one of the Fords. Muir has already passed the Alfa and is now lying 5th. The rest are going past now, and Bizetta has slipped in there just ahead of Muir in number 11, and the other 2 Fords are right behind. So all John Wyre's GT40s are together, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Now back to Robin Richards. The Matra is back in the race now, somewhere out on the circuit and pulling up fast. So with the Fords pressing hard on the works Porsches, they're not going to have it all their own way. It's still anyone's race with a long, long way to go. On the 5th lap now, with the other 2 GT40s close behind, it's still Muir in number 11 threatening Bizetta's 4th position. But on the 6th lap, he's surprisingly dropped to the back of the trio behind Rodriguez in number 9. But he's done it. He's done it. Yes, Rodriguez in number 9 now in 4th position after 7 laps. He's got ahead of Bizetta's Porsche. But for every triumph at Le Mans, there's more than one tragedy. Right across the track from the press tribune, I can see the unfortunate Jean Max with the Moyne Simca number 54 just about exhausted after pushing the car up the pit road from way out in the country where his oil pump packed up. The rules of this race are complicated enough for a light study, but 2 points at least are abundantly clear. The driver must get his car back to the pit unaided, and the car must start on the button. Only refreshments, cheers and sympathy are allowed until the pit is reached. Even then, disqualification is possible, or the fault may prove irreparable. But meanwhile, Ford number 10 has gone into the pits after 8 laps for a tyre change, leaving the 3 leading works Porsches to be chased by Rodriguez in number 9. Brian Muir in number 11 is back in 5th place after finally passing Buzetti's Porsche. Now on lap 12 with Rodriguez Bianchi Ford number 9 way back after the tyre changes, only the Muir-Oliver Ford number 11 is on the same lap as the leaders, with Hobbs and Hawkins in number 10 coming up fast. And Brian Muir's gone onto the sand at Mulsanne, and that looks like a long job to get that one off. That'll have put the works Porsches back into all the first 4 positions with, I should think, the Unti's Alpha number 39 back into 5th place, and the 3-litre Alpine number 29 at 6th. Gregory's Ferrari number 14 is 7th, with a Lola and another Ferrari 8th and 9th, so no Fords with the leaders at the moment. It's 5 o'clock now, and there have been plenty of changes. 2 works Porsches still lead, but the Rodriguez Bianchi Ford number 9 has come right up into 3rd place, on the same lap as Vic Elford in the 2nd Porsche. On the same lap is the Hawkins and Hobbs GT40 in 4th place, and the Busetta Patrick Porsche number 34 has dropped back to 5th. T-shaped Alpine number 29 is 6th, and 14, Gregory's Ferrari is 7th. The Unti's Alpha number 39 has dropped back to 8th, but Pescarolo's Matra is showing again and is up to 9th position.
Dusk at Le Mans. The lights of the survivors take over from the setting sun. Four of the 24 hours have not yet passed, but the leaders have covered some 60 laps, more than 500 miles. For the cars, 20 hours to go. For the drivers, 11 hours of total darkness, supported by the sleepless technical night watch at the pits. It is a fine night. 200,000 spectators ebb and flow in the darkness, enjoying the attractions around the circuit and the carnival atmosphere of the fairground that lasts for just this one special night every year. By midnight, the entertainments are in full swing, but only 38 of the 54 starters remain, with 15 hours still to go. Ford number 9 is in the lead, but only 2 laps ahead of the French hope, the Matra number 24. The Porsches are in trouble. Surrounded by the utter blackness of the small hours, life in the oasis of brilliance at the fairground dies slowly as the pleasure seekers begin to seek rest. The renewed rain dampens their spirits and combines with the darkness to increase the hazards of the track. By 1 a.m. the position has dramatically changed. 3 of the 4 works Porsches have failed, but so have all but 1 of John Wyer's GT40s, although number 9 is still clinging to the lead, with the Matra lying second. Alpha number 39 is in 3rd place, But the surviving Works Porsche, after dropping back to 9th with technical trouble, is coming up fast. It is still anyone's race.